Hey, what's up guys? This is Taylor, and I'm doing the free video for Wednesday, February 7th. Alright, the markets have just closed up here, and we had ourselves a pretty good day today. A pretty good day indeed. So a quick shameless plug. I'm not sure how many of you follow me on my personal YouTube page, Taylor Horton, but I posted this video last night, SPX to 5,000. Multi-time frame big three squeezes. And boy, did they unfold in a pretty explosive fashion. So on the 4-hour squeeze here, going into today, everything was perfect. You got your buy signals on the big three squeeze. Big three score is 10 out of 10. Momentum above zero. Everything fully aligned for a nice push higher. All that does on its own is just potentially set the stage for what could be a nice push. Something has to trigger that move. What typically is going to trigger that move is multi-time frame alignment in the indicators. Multi-time frame alignment in the signals. So we jumped in and got long around 7:30. We bought the out-the-money call options on the ES. What I want to show you was the 1 hour, the 30, the 15 minute, the 5 minute, all the way down to 1 minute. Everything fully lined up for a nice push. So down on the Uno hour, better yet, we had nested squeezes. 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 4 hour. And off they went. So 1 hour squeeze. Buy signals on the squeeze. Above the trailing stop. Momentum above zero. 1 hour squeeze fires long. Now drop it down to your 30 minute. On the 30 minute chart, you had the same alignment. Not just your 4 hour, not just your 1 hour, even the 30, triggered that turn for a push higher. Momentum crosses back above zero. The slingshot signal turns into the official buy signal. Squeeze fires long, and that wakes up the 1 hour. 30 minute squeeze wakes up the 1 hour, the 1 hour wakes up the 4 hour, and off you go. Now what about the 15 minute? Drop down to the 15 and same thing. Structure, momentum, everything is in order. Momentum crosses back above zero. You get your squeeze buy signal. And the squeeze fires. Okay, what about the 5 minute? From the 4 hour down to the 2 hour, the 1 hour, the 30, the 15, the 5, even the 1 minute, everything perfectly aligned. Five-minute trailing stop shifts positive. Momentum pumps back above zero. Indicator prints a buy signal, and off you go. 5 minute triggered the 15 minute. 15 minute triggered the 30. 30 triggered the 1 hour. The 1 hour triggered the 4 hour. And that, my friends, is the magic of the nested squeeze. But again, the key here is that multi-time frame alignment. Now imagine instead if we had that perfect 4 hour squeeze. Like good structure, good momentum, all the fixins. And meanwhile, the 1 hour, the 30, the 15, they printed sell signals. You don't have that alignment in that case. It might be the best looking 4 hour squeeze you've ever seen. The bulls can't do too much with it until all of your other lower time frames line up. So that was good for a $7,000 profit on the calls. And I'll try to post a screenshot here of the entries and the exits. But yeah, now the question is, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? The official close on the SPX was $49.95, and we got as high as $49.99.89. 11 cents away from the big show. Here's the thing, guys. If we check out the big three scores, everything's perfect, right? I take that back. The small caps, the IWM, little bit sketchy. Little bit sketchy. But the S&Ps, the Qs, the Dow, as close to perfect as possible. Bunch of 10 out of 10s, some more 10s, and some more 10s. So point being, there's no red flags, there's no major warning signs. One thing to consider, just probabilities-wise, that column over here, ATR, I have that measuring average true range moves above the 21 EMA. the weekly 21 EMA. The S&Ps are 3.2 ATR, above that weekly mean. The QQQ is 2.8. The Dowski is 3. And then, okay, what about the big boys? Or as I call them, the money makers. The moolah makers. SMCI is 5.5. NVIDIA is 4.8. Meta is 4.5 ATR above the weekly 21. Lilly is 3.4. Microsoft is 3. Netflix is 2.7. Amazon is 2.7. AMD is 2.4. That alone does not mean we have to pull back. Right? That alone is not a problem. It's not an actionable signal to get short. If anything, what it is a reason to, at a minimum, be mindful of your risk. We're in a bull market. And the thing of it is, if my monthly chart, my weekly chart, and my daily chart, if they all grade out as a 10 out of 10, I want to buy a pullback. That's the entire name of the game. Momentum, structure, squeezes, everything aligned for higher prices. Until that changes, I want to buy the pullback. The worst thing you can do, and I am speaking from experience, the market hits the extension, you keep forcing the issue, you keep on taking big size, you keep on getting aggressive, and then the unthinkable happens, and we actually pull back into support. We pull back into the buy zone. That's where you should be ready to take action. You're getting much better entries, those calls are a lot cheaper. More importantly, you're locking in a better risk reward. You keep pushing the agenda up here, you get caught with your pants down in the pullback. That's painful. You're taking it on the chin. You're getting all up in your feels, and the last thing you want to do is buy more down there at support. So again, I'm not saying we're going to pull back, and there's no signs of a pullback. The only major thing we have is an overbought market. Overbought can turn into more overbought and much more overbought. So my signal for a short here, and it might take a while, I would look to get short for a swing trade, right? On the first hourly sell signal on the SPX. First hourly sell signal on the Big 3 indicator, I might come in and pull the trigger on the short. Now, for what it's worth, since October 30th, we've only had hourly sell signals on 2 occasions. One of which really didn't do too much. Back here on top of the hourly 200. The other occasion back here, that did trigger your pullback to that 21 EMA. So the day that I wake up and I've got an hourly sell signal, I'm going to look to get short. Otherwise, I'm being patient, being mindful of my risk, and I'm going to wait for that next big moment in time. Multi-time frame squeezes, multi-time frame buy signals, that multi-time frame alignment. But alright, y'all, have a good night. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Adios.